Good morning. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jeremy Simon with 3D Universe, and I'm very pleased to welcome you to 3D printing in the workplace and STEM education. This is being brought to you by 3D Universe, BitSpace, Ultimaker, and the e-NABLE volunteer community. A lot of people have put a lot of work into bringing together a great collection of speakers and great content, so I hope you all have a great time, and thank you very much for joining. We are going to be doing this today in 4 one-hour blocks, and each presenter is going to be giving a short 10-minute presentation. And this is kind of like a tasting menu, if you will. We're just going to give you a sampling today of each of these topics. And a lot of these speakers are going to be doing then follow-up sessions in the days to come, where they have opportunity to go more in depth on those topics and give you more of a chance to do sort of interactive Q&A. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and get started because we do have a very busy schedule, and so I don't want to take up any more time here than needed. I'm very pleased to introduce one of our sponsors and our partner. This is BitSpace. Mike Hurley, who's the president of BitSpace, is here with us today. And he's going to be talking a little bit about what BitSpace is and what they offer and how we partner together. And so, Mike, I'm going to turn things over to you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mike Hurley. I'm the president of BitSpace. BitSpace was founded a little over 5 years ago, and our founder was a professor in the architecture school at Illinois Institute of Technology, and had the notion that he could teach what he was teaching as college-age students to kids, to 7-year-olds, like his daughter who was in kindergarten. And from there, BitSpace was born. And you know, BitSpace, we've been operating 2 maker spaces in the Chicago area for the last 5 years. We have all the cool toys. We have a full wood shop. We do, we have digital fabrication equipment like laser cutters and, of course, Ultimaker 3D printers. We have electronics and robotics and computers and teach kids all sorts of design software and cool things. Everything we teach is based in design thinking, starting with brainstorming and planning and drawing. We teach kids safety and how to effectively use tools and technology. And then we dive right into making. So what I want to do is share a little bit with you about BitSpace. And our goal really is to help kids unlock their creativity, giving them the tools, the skills, the space that they need to learn this stuff, and the guidance from our professional guides that we have at our shop. We do that in person with schools and with educators, and over the last 5 years, we've worked with over 6,000 students and partnered with over 100 schools with the goal of bringing maker education to as many students as possible. And for us, that starts with, saying yes to a lot of things. At BitSpace, it's really fun because most of the time people are telling kids, and maybe you're being told yourself, no a lot in your life. And we get to say yes a lot. Yes to using new tools and technology. When kids come to our shop, we're able to let them try out all sorts of new stuff, whether it's a, high-powered 3D printer, or it's a handsaw with sharp edges. We also get to say yes to helping teachers. And can we bring this into our classrooms? Can we teach this in our schools? Can we bring this into become part of our curriculum when we say yes to that? And we say yes to charting new territories in progressive education. How do we go beyond what's there right now? How do we take something to a new level? And with educators, we're really trying to forge a community of educators where we could bring in the things that we've learned and share them with our teachers. So building a community of educators, whether it's online through our Facebook community of educators, we've developed a lot of professional development courses to take all the great stuff that we've learned, package it up, and show a teacher how to do it so they could bring this out to their own kids in their schools. And then to give those educators the tools that they need to implement this in their classrooms. Now, as you know, recently with the COVID crisis, we've had to shift what we're doing at BitSpace. And this has only really been possible because we have this great community of, this great team within BitSpace. We moved from, as you could see on the slides, teaching kids how to, measure and cut a piece of wood, to making laser cut robot parts, and to 3D print and design their own chessboards, or even, really some cool interactive programs where kids are making their own models of amusement parks or video games, or replicas of, Wall-E robots. But we really miss that interactive, interaction with kids. What we used to see is pictures like this, and the smiles on kids' faces when they're making something really cool, like their own skateboards, or a cool, fun fort, or maybe using a drill press. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, sorry to jump in, but you're not sharing your screen if you want us to be seeing your slides.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was...
We got your video, but not your screen share.
Okay. All right. Is that on now?
Yes, now we got it.
Okay. Sorry about that. So taking a look at some of the things that we were doing, just to go back and show you, we've got, some of these pictures from our shop at BitSpace, and then going through and showing some of the fun projects that we've done here. But then also, like I said, seeing the smiles on the kids' faces when they've done something really neat. They've spent a whole week making their own skateboards, or building a fort their own hands, or learning how to use a tool that they wouldn't have access to at school or at home. And really missing that community, really missing having all those kids there together and learning from one another. But what we've shifted to is a new normal. So this is school, right? This is my daughter at school right now. Her school is a kitchen counter with her dog, with her computer. And that's how school is right now for hundreds of millions of people around the globe. And we've been able to do cool projects online now. We've been teaching them 3D modeling with Blender so they could create their own cool characters. We've been teaching them Fusion 360 and Inkscape. We've been teaching them how to do all sorts of fun stuff so that when, get ready for the corniness, when life hands you lemons, you can make your own lovely lemonade. So these are some fun projects that we've been able to do with kids with a virtual classroom. Now, one of the other great things that's been is that having partners like 3D Universe and Ultimaker to show how we can use this technology to do something good in the world. We started working with 3D Universe and with e-NABLE to make 3D prosthetic hand devices. And we'll talk more about that and some of the professional development that we've created around that, as well as some of the workshops that we've done with educators and with kids. But recently, we've talked about making protective equipment using our cool Ultimakers that we have at our shop, and making some of our own protective visors that we've been sharing with local hospitals. So one of the things that we were really hoping that this presentation would do is to show the power of making, how we can inspire kids, how we can assist educators, and how we can help them use design thinking and making to change the world for better. So we're really proud of our partnership with Jeremy and 3D Universe, and with the folks at Ultimaker and with e-NABLE, and hope you join us for some other webinars coming up this week where we could dive into some of these topics a little bit deeper.